Hey guys, welcome back to Ferguson Family Danes. I was gonna do a video today because we had some fun things coming up, and I've always said that when I started this business side of my Danes, that I was going to be open and transparent with what it was like to be a dog breeder. And it has been a little bit difficult the past couple weeks. So I didn't post anything about this, but 2 weeks ago when we went to visit our daughter, we stupidly, Kimber was coming out of heat, but Benelli was in the middle of heat, and the boy dogs were just being boy dogs, right? Sniffing, wanting to do the deed. So we put a kennel in between the two boys and the girls, but we put the girls in the same kennel. I had asked my sweet sister to take care of the dogs while we were gone for the weekend, and she texted me and said, oh my goodness, Benelli is there's blood all over her, she's got cuts all over her. So basically her and Kimber had gotten in a fight, which I should have known better, because the only time that they fight is when they're in heat, and so that was my mistake. So anyway, Benelli was a complete mess. My sister ended up taking her to the vet that Saturday, and she got stitches in like 7 different places, beat up. I'll put some pictures over here about a week later, and how she was healing. So she, today, about 2 weeks, it's been 2 weeks, 2 weeks, yes. I was gonna take her into the vet to get her stitches out because she's healing, getting them out. And then it's also time for Kimber. It's been about 30 days since we had her bred, and I was gonna take her in for a pregnancy test. Well, this morning, I asked my son to we let Benelli outside, let the dogs outside, got them fed and watered. And then I said, hey buddy, can you let Benelli in so I can give her medicine, because she's on an antibiotic and a pill, or in another pill that's pain medicine. So he's like, well, she's got a big hole in her foot and she won't come in. So I just kind of ignored him, right? And then I'm like, hey, please bring her in. Like, I got to give her medicine this morning. He said, she won't come out of her cage. I said, well, is the door open? He's like, yeah, the door's open. She won't come out. I'm like, okay. So I went out, and she has a big giant hole in her foot. Here's another picture. And I started not freaking out, but emotionally upset, because it looked like the bone was broken. So anyway, I called the vet. I have her for an appointment today at 1. I did get her to walk inside and lay down, and she's resting. So I don't think that it's broken, praise the Lord. But I don't understand, and it was definitely her and Kimber again that got in a fight, because as I looked out the window after I came in, just to get a breather and get some stuff for Benelli, Kimber was limping. I looked out the window and she was limping, so I know it was those two. But I don't understand what's going on or what the issue is. But at this point, I don't know. This is my dog that I love, and I don't want to see her in pain, and I feel bad. I don't know what Kimber's deal is, and I feel bad thinking about the possibilities of what we're gonna have to do potentially. So anyway, again, I said I was going to be real and open and raw with what's going on. So I do not believe that Kimber is pregnant. The first fight between them happened about 2 weeks ago. and she is showing no signs of pregnancy. Her belly is not getting bigger. Her nipples are a little bit swollen, but not much. So I canceled her pregnancy test today and got Benelli's moved up about an hour or so. So I'm gonna take her to the vet, and hopefully they can stitch her up and get her healed, and I will post updates as I can.
Right there.
Okay, Benelli. Here's her foot.
Is that on video?
Yeah. You're okay, sweet girl. Gonna get you fixed up, okay? It's okay. We've got Benelli all loaded up here and are gonna head to the vet. Here she is. We're gonna head to the vet now. You get buckled, Lukey.
Mommy, can we bring our vehicles in or just our persons?
You can bring your vehicle.
Mommy, my vehicle's in
Here
there.
we go. So we just dropped Benelli off and they're gonna work on her and sedate her. So I'm gonna go home and go pick her back up whenever they're done. So just say a prayer for her. It has been 2 days since our accident with Benelli. So I was insanely emotional that day. I could not stop crying. I hate seeing my dog in pain, and then I felt bad for Kimber too, and don't know what to do about Kimber. But just look at her. Like, she's got stitches all over her. She's doing good. Look at her paw. So she ended up so the vet called, and when they called, I knew it was bad, but she had, I think, over 20 puncture wounds, and yeah, her foot was super tore open, just in a lot of pain. Anyway, it was really bad. The vet called and said, you know, this is the second time this has happened, and you're gonna need to consider doing something with Kimber. So again, I was just like, is this seriously happening? Like, look, she even has like her nipples tore up down here. She's got stitches. She's literally just got stitches everywhere. So anyway, that called, said you need to consider doing something different with Kimber. But she's our puppy. She's been our puppy too. And I don't know if she's never shown any aggression to humans. Now, she has been just slightly defensive. Like one time at the vet, she got in between the vet and Hayden's her girl, and she kind of growled a little bit. But other than that, and then I think she kind of growled, you know, one other time, but no aggression. She's not an aggressive dog. So I don't believe that, you know, rehoming her is going to be a good option for her or for us. Rylan, can you say hi? I'm almost done. So anyway, that's kind of what we're dealing with, and it's, you know, really emotional. But anyway, I think it's just them being in heat and hormones raging and all of that kind of stuff. So, but the reality is I cannot keep track of both of them all the time, especially when we have 8 children. So that's a reality too that we need to consider. So for right now, we're just gonna keep Benelli inside, doctor her up, make sure she's, you know, getting back to health, keep the boys and Kimber outside for now, and you know, just pray about it. Kobe, can you pause that, please? And see where God leads us. For those of you who are new to the channel, my biggest hope is that, you know, you do see our beautiful Danes, but ultimately I hope that you can know that we as Christians love Jesus and do everything, there's the baby, do everything to glorify him. And oftentimes when we are living for him, and witnessing to him and sharing Jesus' love with others, Jesus' love with others, Satan gets pretty mad and he starts to attack and discourage and keep you from wanting to do what God has called you to do. So I can't say, I'm going to pause this and go somewhere else. So it has been 2 more days and I'm going to get this video done. I came upstairs to finish that video and my phone ran out of storage. So I don't know if you guys have had phone storage problems, but it has been a huge issue for me. Anyway, so I cannot say that, this is 100% a spiritual attack on, our Danes and our family, but I can say that we have touched a lot of families and been witnessing to a lot of families, and we're going to continue to do that. And I feel like Satan is just discouraging us from doing that work. So we are going to press forward. We are going to continue to breed and follow God's leading. And right now we believe that is breeding. So please be praying for Benelli as she heals and as we, contemplate how to move forward. So thank you so much for watching this video. Even though it was a difficult one, please give us a thumbs up still and hit that subscribe button. And hopefully the next video, we will have some better news for you. Until then, bye.